Hello, and welcome back to Golden Squad. This is a special intermission episode where we actually solidified the name Golden Squad as a name in the world. In this intermission, I actually introduced a lot more of the heroes at PHI, and it's a fun little in-between arc challenge. It was originally going to be a 2-part intermission, but turned into basically a 3-part mini-arc itself. Apologies for the delay on the release of this episode. I explained why in the behind-the-scenes that I released a few days ago, but basically my computer died, so I needed a few days to replace some of the parts that were broken before I could continue editing, so it delayed me a few days. I plan to continue to release episodes on Monday. It seems to be a little bit more popular of a day, so hopefully that works for everybody. Also note that this episode has a trigger warning for self-harm, so if you are sensitive to that kind of talk, maybe you might want to think about skipping this one. I will cover what happens in this episode on the recap of the next one, so don't worry about missing anything. Alright, I think that covers everything. Let's get started. The arc is over. Do you need a recap of last time, or?
I mean, sure. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Okay, so you escaped Russia with Gabe. Everything's hunky-dory, minus the fact that you brought a spy back with you. So Morph tagged along inside your submarine, disguised as Driver Dale. He slipped away as you guys docked back at the US. No one really knows what happened to him. After you got back, you all spent some time talking to some of your friends, except Jade, who just was like, nah, I'm done. I'm good. Screw Tommy. There were some minor updates about some of the things you had worked on in the past. Fixer era.
I missed the very beginning of that. I apologize.
Yeah, no, I figured. Just recap of what happened in Russia and what you guys did when you got back. So I think for you, it was just chatting with Stu and
Stewie. Mm-hmm.
Convincing him to not go his own way, and he should. I think. Did you want him to join PHI?
Yes.
Okay, I think you got him to join.
Yeah, I think so too. We can push ahead a few months of you guys got downtime now that you're back from Russia. You're gonna get an additional 5 fame globally from this. You don't remember, fame it's gonna be tied to your alternate identities if you have them. Jade does not, so Jade will just get more famous.
Is fame just my own curiosity, is that an actual in-game mechanic, or is this a mechanic you came up with?
It's
kind of both.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
The way fame is interacting with the game is by me. They do have a mechanic for a few different things. One of them that I don't use is actually wealth. Like with power points, buy wealth. A single point makes you a millionaire, and 5 points is you're a billionaire. Something like that.
So Zach would have a few points in that.
Yeah. So Zach would have had points, but I'm not going to make you spend. I'm just going to assume that you are well off enough to handle basic life. None of you are poor, so.
I see. This is almost like, well, if you want to be Batman, how do I make myself wealthy?
Yeah.
As being the Batman type.
Yeah, and another. So you can buy hideouts and stuff too with PowerPoints, but I cut out that part of it. So they introduce mechanics into my character is wealthy, so here's a PowerPoint there, and my character has this giant hideout, so here's a PowerPoint there. But I'd rather you guys spend your PowerPoints on your making your character better than having to buy a hideout or whatever. I kind of gave you that stuff for free, especially because only one of you wanted to be ultra wealthy.
Well, I want to be wealthy. Come on.
I didn't know it was an option.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I'm so used to being poor. I don't know.
You being the poorest one of the group, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe Callum. Maybe Callum. Because I don't know how your gains are definitely ill-gotten, though. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward a few months. I say we go one by one, and you guys can tell how you've developed your character over this past. We'll say 3 months. So in 3 months, you guys all enhanced your character. Callum, you can go first. What did you do over the last 3 months?
So Callum has been working with Sunny and doing some computer modeling of how he can change the way he uses his powers. And he's finally developed a way for a group flight mechanic. So basically, an area around him becomes reversed gravity in a sense, where everyone floats. We all float around here. and we can go
Sweet.
15 miles an hour. I think is our speed.
16, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not fast, but you can definitely fly together like Peter Pan.
Yes.
I mean, that's something. I mean, I can already fly,
We can
but
fly. We can fly. We can fly.
can't I fly faster?
I think so, yeah. Not a lot fast. I mean, well, it's doubling mechanics. So if it's even one rank higher, you're twice as fast. But
But will we be shielded as well?
there's no damage reduction piece to it. It's your
okay.
own toughness.
Yeah. It is genuinely just I can carry people with me as I fly around,
Gotcha.
rather than me like holding on to them and like carrying them physically. The power does it.
Yeah, within 30 feet is the limitation.
I think there's a weight limitation too, wasn't there?
Oh, it's rank 4 limited, so it's what is that? 800 pounds?
That's what it was.
That's a good 4 people, so that's not 4 big people. Yeah, there should be no problem for you. You could carry your crew plus 1.
So there we go.
Edward, what did you do over the 3 months?
Oh, nothing.
Just sat here.
I got some new powers. I had points saved up, which I don't know if saving up points ended up being the right thing because I didn't concentrate all my points in one area. But it was still kind of fun to get a lot of powers at once. Now, when I'm holding a book, I have regeneration, which is nice. I can recover basically 1 toughness damage per round.
And a limitation there is that this. Oh, I guess
it has to be it has to be a real book, and the reason why that is mentioned is I also have the power to create books now, but they're simple books in the sense that I'm probably going to create them. These will be the ones I throw or shield people with. I'll probably just keep like a real book, like always on, like maybe keep like a little pocket Bible somewhere on my person at all times, and that can be my regeneration tool. And then the other books I can create to throw. It does take me a round, a standard action to create it. So it's not like I can summon it and immediately throw it. But yeah, the problem of running out of books potentially is like, well, I don't like that, so let's just make books.
If the book is larger, do you heal more?
No, because that's not. I mean, maybe that could be up to Luke, but that's not how the power is written. Just in the rules. I like that idea. Certain and practically sized to carry around a giant tome. It's like, well, this one helps me heal better. That'd be kind of funny. I adjusted my overwhelm thing a little bit, where before it was like concentration, and I was trying to like get them to fail. It was really always hard to get them to the second level of failure. So now when they fail, like it's no concentration, but when they fail, they'll get 2 first level ones just right off the bat. So that'll be I hope will be a little better. It might not actually be. We'll see how this will go. And then I created an alternative power of that. It's just a mental blast where I can just straight up damage someone by blasting their
brain blast.
Basically a brain blast. So more options for attack and a little bit of healing there as well, and then book creation, which all kinds of creative ways. I just boop a book again. Well, I guess so. Okay, technically the way creation is written as a power, I can really create I didn't put that many ranks on it, so I can really create any small low toughness object. It's not thematic to make things that aren't books, but I don't know how Luke wants to handle this. Like, I guess I could create something like.
What about bookmarks for throwing knives?
I will give you a very bad paper cut. But I think
there are some metal ones.
Yeah.
Metal bookmarks.
But I think I could let's say I wanted for some like a fake flower or something. Like technically I could do that or something like that. But I don't know that I should just to stay on theme. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably just gonna stick with books or rough book equivalents like Nope.
I would be cool with anything paper related.
Okay.
A tree, just a whole tree.
A bunch of wood pulp.
Even out to like cardboard if you wanted. I'd be cool with that too.
Okay, yeah. Pushing it a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, what do you? Here's some cardboard protection. Now you-
I mean, you never know when you need to ship something. Here's a cardboard box.
Poof.
What if a power is sight based? You could prevent it with cardboard. I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
powerful, you know.
Perception, yeah.
I create a cardboard box over their head.
just Metal Gear Solid Snake. You know, you just jump in the cardboard box.
We're being attacked by a giant lion. Here's a
Slide,
cardboard
like-
box for it to play in.
Sleight of hand, you know. You could camouflage yourself in a shipping warehouse.
Starting to sound like a good power.
I mean, we'll see. It's fun that it's got creative uses, but the most important thing was just not running out of books.
There is a limitation on the size of the object you can create.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So it's based on the maximum volume rank equal to the effect rank. So effect rank 1.
Yeah, I only put one rank, and it
Yeah.
cost me 2 points. It's a
means
powerful ability.
what? Volume 2 cubic feet. So
That's pretty good size.
could you fit inside 2 cubic feet?
A person could not. Hell, if you crouched down, like got in like the fetal position, yeah, I think you could. It'd be
That'd be tight.
uncomfortable because 2 cubic feet. I mean, okay, so that's. I'm trying to do the cube root of that because obviously 1 by 1 by 1, 1 cubic foot, but it's not. You can't just go 2 by 2 by 2 because that immediately goes to 8 cubic feet. Yeah, now I think about it, I'm not sure a person could fit in 2 cubic feet. That's oof.
Science.
Well, okay.
Someone go online and buy a box.
With 2 actions, I can make 2 boxes. 2, like stitch them together.
Yeah. One next to the other. Have an empty open side on one side, so it's just
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's Edward. Jade, what did you do with your power?
I decided I was pretty inspired by. Well, first of all, I was a little bit pissed off about how hurt I got when I punched Bonfire in the face, and then I got a little bit inspired by it. So I did some research and chatted with Sunny and sought out what PHI had to offer in the science department to kind of figure out how I could create fire from just using my teleportation powers with a combination of, I don't know like what the legit sciencey information is, but we came up with like I teleport all the stuff I need to snap my fingers and create a fire.
So you teleport the moisture out of the air, allowing the friction of your fingers to create a spark and ignite the oxygen. Boom.
Yeah, kind of creating a fireball.
You're just going Roy Mustang. I love it.
Exactly. I wanted to have an attack that was distance based and not, because I only have melee attacks.
So there's one detail to this I wasn't sure about. Is this something that you throw, or is this something that like appears at the destination?
I think it would make sense to like
It'd probably be appearing because you're
appear.
teleporting the molecules almost, like the matter around you, to that condensed point.
That's what I had imagined too. So yeah.
Yeah, because you're almost doing it via like compression too, where you're like compressing everything down and like, boop, explosion.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing, but it's doing a fire explosion. So yes, I was inspired by the fire last fight and went into research mode.
How can I make this fire?
I have made fire.
Who's wind?
It'd be a
Who's water?
great-
Sunny is the heart. All right, Zach, what did you spend your time developing?
Mostly I hit the gym again, beefed up a bit.
You guys all got power. You got new powers. I just worked out.
I got swole.
He worked out his brain.
But here's the deal, guys. Like, I was talking to my Cooper Corp and Nigel, and working on a new device. And so while we were figuring that out, I was like beefing up, hitting the gym. Yeah, my EM sense. I've been wanting to be able to utilize like a device with that understanding, that EM sense. So now I have a device that I control with my EM sense just to aim it, and I can do like a targeted, like laser pointed disruption to electronics and electromagnetic energy.
A localized EMP ray.
That's
And
pretty
it's-
Love
neat.
it.
It's perception based, and with EM
That's something
sense,
you
which
see.
yeah, something he sees. But with EM sense, he can see through walls, so he can hit target through a wall with a targeted EMP.
That just makes me think of Call of Duty and having danger sense as the ability, so you could see people's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
C4 or claymores, and you can just shoot it through walls.
That's pretty close, actually. Yeah, danger
I love
sense. Gosh, that's man. I miss the old good days.
Keep me
Okay.
around, you'll get those sick callbacks.
Yeah. I miss the days of like Call of Modern Warfare 2, the first one. Weird to say, but like the javelin lit.
It's weird, yes, because they needed to redo the whole goddamn thing. Modern Warfare 2 again.
Modern Warfare 2, just like they had Spider-Man 2. Right. Okay. 3 months pass, and upcoming is the Golden event for PHI, where they crown a Golden Squad. Right. See.
God, this is like Hogwarts.
Kind of. The different teams from each of the different managers within PHI compete against each other to win the title of Golden Squad, which they hold for a year, and then next year they do it again. Okay, so last year Janie's team was the winners. Gabe is on that team. You haven't met the other people that are on Janie's squad yet, but they were crowned the winners. You might have heard it in like passing or seen a picture from it on the walls hanging around PHI. It's basically a series of challenges that are designed to test the mettle of the different teams in
Battle
different
Pals.
ways. Yeah, it's kind of. They each have a different area of focus. So there's a series of 3 events.
Try
that you-
Mutant Tournament. Love it.
Exactly. The try. Are we gonna go with mutant?
Try Hero Tournament.
Okay, that's better. Yeah. Try Hero.
THP.
I think someone said that before. I don't
Or
remember.
THC. Try Hero Competition.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a perfect name for it.
The rewards will be high.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm assuming you guys are going to enter. You have the option to not enter. Jeff is pushing you to enter because he's never really had a chance at winning before. And he's like, we finally got a team. Like, you guys should definitely enter. But you don't have to. So if you'd like to, you can compete against the other teams at a chance to become the Golden Squad. And there are perks if you win. So there's a monetary prize. Not everybody's going to care about that. But there's also a favor-based prize. So usually people will choose things like dinner with Danielle. So the CEO, basically. She's a spectator usually at these events, but she doesn't usually spend a lot of time with people because she's basically like a senator, so she's very busy. Getting time to spend with her is really hard to come by, but one of the rewards that people typically take will be like a dinner with her, so you can get to know her. Or there's been other types of requests like
Pizza party.
pizza party. Yeah, they don't got a lot of money to spend. Government organization, right? I got none, so they get like you get an hour off early one day, and pizza. But yeah, there's a favor based prize as well as a cash prize for the winning squad. Do you want to enter?
We should do it, guys.
I think so too.
Why not? I think it'd be fun.
Callum already had the sign-up sheet in his hands.
Can we be Team Mockingjay?
If you want.
Team Mockingjay.
That franchise needed a new movie.
They don't give you a lot of the details of the events in advance, because they don't want people to like overly prepare. They want it to be a little bit of a surprise. And the sign up sheet after everybody signs up, you can see there are 8 teams that have signed up. It'll be kind of like a tournament style, but instead of eliminating teams, they award points to the winning team, like more points, I should say. At the end, they sum up all the points, and whoever has the most points is the winner. The first event, you will work together as a team to try to, I'll say, score more points than your opposing team. So let me.
Before we get into that, we've
All
all
right.
decided we are a team. we haven't decided if we're all wearing matching outfits. And I think the answer to that is probably yes.
Depending on the outfit.
Yeah,
And
well, we got to decide on the outfit. That's an important part.
We don't have to hide our identity, right?
You can choose to. It's only open to PHI internally, though. So
Okay.
you will not be revealed to the world as a hero if you choose not to.
Okay, then in that case, we can wear matching outfits.
I mean, your matching outfits can have domino masks or something.
Oh, I was thinking they'd be like bowling shirts, like something really, really basic and silly. With just our team name on the back and maybe a silly photo on the front.
A little tuxedo tie, but on the shirt, not an actual one.
Yeah. Maybe our team name will be Jeff's Rejects, Okay.
Jeff's only hope. Jeff's first hope. Okay, Edward, roll a D8.
Oh, I actually don't have a D8 handy.
You should
And then,
Google
there's
has
a,
one. Yeah.
Yep, the Google has one, so I can hit an 8 here. It's rolling. It is a 6.
All right. You're matched against Janie's squad. You're against Gabe.
We just
So-
saved that dude.
Yeah, now better cash in your favors now. I'll describe the rest of Janie's team. Along with Gabe, there is oh man, I didn't generate nicknames for them. It was something I meant to do. I only generated nicknames for one of them. All right, so along with Gabe, who has the ice power, you guys are aware, there's a person with an acrobatics, dexterity-based power. They have, you could think of it as perfect accuracy, but they're also somewhat acrobatic, very parkour-like. So Sunny gave them the nickname Zigzag. Okay, that's one. So Gabe and Zigzag. I forgot what Gabe's alias. I think it was Shatter or something.
What are they? What is he accurate with? This zigzagger guy.
Everything, dexterity-based things. So things you would shoot, things you would throw.
It's like Bullseye.
Similar. Yeah, ranged weapons or ranged thing. I guess it'd have to be a weapon. Ranged throwing things.
So he's highly acrobatic and dexterous.
And then next, there is I would almost describe this guy like a walking tank. So Gabe is already pretty big, but he's mostly big because of his crystal arms. This guy is, think mountain level big, but he's entirely...
Like the literal mountain, or are you talking like Game of Thrones?
The mountain is modeled after the mountain, so they're kind of the same thing. You could think either way you like. Not brought to you by Game of Thrones.
No affiliation there, no.
Yeah,
But Coca-Cola, on the other hand,
they are a sponsor.
It's never gonna.
Thanks, Jeff. God damn it. All right, so this guy, he's massive. He's more massive in width than height. So he's not maybe as tall as the mountain, but he is thick. He's a thick boy. And he's entirely silver. Think of the Tin Man. You guys got any ideas for what this guy might be called? I don't have a what would Sunny name this guy?
the Tin Mountain.
The Tin Mountain?
I mean,
Tin Peaks.
Tin Peaks. Oh, damn.
Tin
That's
Peaks.
good.
All right, I like it. I'll write it.
You could also try Tin Pecs, but I don't think it works quite as well. I also saw today that Twitter is changing its names to X, and I think now I wasn't the only person who thought of this apparently, but also I think a tweet is now like you would say you would excrete instead of tweet, and your past tense would be an excrement.
Wow.
Excrete that tweet.
Yep,
Oh,
you
God.
excrete, and it's an excrement or an excretion. I think excrement's funnier.
I don't
Did
even know
you
what's going
did
on.
you just like my excrement?
Oh my god.
The bird is left
It
to
can't
build
be like likes or hearted or something. It's got to be like honestly maybe smelt.
Yeah, nose. God.
Hey, did you smell my excrement? Yeah, man.
I shared it.
Flung. You have to
Throw
fling
it.
it.
Yeah, throw it.
Yeah.
They're changing all of the terms, really? Gosh.
I don't know. Like this is not excrement is not really what they're calling it. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I-
but I mean, that's only following logic, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna if it's not Twitter anymore, well, then you're not tweeting. It's not a tweet. So what else could it be? It's gotta. It's an excrement.
Okay, so we got Gabe. God, it's gonna bug me. What is his name? I think it was in the player notes, wasn't it? Do we name Gabe there?
I was actually reading through the player notes. I couldn't find it if we did.
You can just search for
I might have done it in the event. Or, yeah, in the session notes, I might have.
I just called them crystal arms.
Maybe I wrote it in my Arc 2 notes. I gave everybody a nickname. It took me forever to come up with some of them. Okay, there we go. Gabe is Fracture. Okay. God, some of these were good, man. I spent so long coming up with some of these. Fracture is Gabe. And then the last one on the team is I'll tell you what their power is first, and you guys can help me name them. So they have the ability to integrate with technology, so they can kind of absorb it is not the right word, but like attach it to their body as if they were cyborg kind of. They kind of have covered their body with a lot of home manufactured parts. Like, think Iron Man, but they've integrated it. I guess Cyborg is the DC. It's pretty close to Cyborg in DC. They still look kind of human, but they definitely have some oddities present. So they have like body modification. So you can tell that they don't quite look right, but they're known for their ability to fly. So they definitely have like a jetpack type ability.
Propulsion system.
That comes out of their back.
Their butt.
Rocket power. Powered by methane. You guys have a name for Cyborg Man?
The Human Project.
Oh my god.
I'm just thinking of the Human Fund from Seinfeld.
Or the Inhuman Project. Metal Man.
Nuts and bolts.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. I can never say ChatGPT. I always say TP. Can't help it.
Sorry, what was his abilities? He's a cyborg man.
So
and he does what?
He can plug technology into himself. Like he's a
lawnmower man.
Hub USB.
Plug it in.
Yeah. The clapper. Perfect.
Ooh, the hub.
Hub. I don't mind hub actually.
Alexa or something like that too. Like integrates with everything else, right? So that's what she does. Mr. Silico.
Oh, he could have been hardware.
Oh, I like that even better.
Hardware.
That's his stripper name.
Right? Yeah.
That does sound a little like but I still.
You should check out his RAM.
Oh my god.
Okay. So extra RAM hardware, fracture, zigzag, and tin peaks.
Stop.
One more time.
And you are facing them in your first match. Okay. In this match, they lead you out to the course. Danielle actually is there, and she gives a introduction, and she says, thank you for coming for all the squads. We look forward to the participation of you all and a
May
good
the odds
contest.
be ever in your favor.
Right. Thank you, volunteers. It's a fight to the death. They're looking for sportsmanship, so you are welcome to use your powers as much as you like, but be a good sportsman. Definitely don't knock out your opponents.
No bodily harm.
The
little bodily harm.
Yeah, you can hurt them if you want, but the idea of this is not a fight. It's mainly designed for teamwork
and fighting.
Okay, after her initial speech where she just thanks everybody for coming and get ready to rumble, she passes the mic off to a coordinator who explains exactly what the first match is going to be like. So they lead you to an arena. It has a upper level and a lower level. They describe what you're going to be doing here. At the front of the arena, I guess, there's a giant sandbox. And the goal that you're going to be competing against Golden Squad is you're going to be moving this sand from where it sits currently It's colored red too, so it's special red sand. And you're going to be carrying it from where it sits now to an alcove on the other side of the arena. However, there are some obstacles in your way to doing that. And each of the teams has a different route that they must take to get there. So either the upper level or the lower level. And you'll choose, you'll be randomly assigned one of the two. I shouldn't say randomly assigned. There'll be a coin flip and...
That is random.
Okay. Well, I mean, you'll get a chance to get each one. It's not, I haven't decided already which one you're going to get. So the upper course, and I mean upper course as in it's literally stacked on top of the lower course. So there's a staircase up to it first, and then at the top of the staircase there's a bridge, and the bridge appears to be only partially built, and on the other side of the bridge is the alcove in which you drop the sand. On the lower level, about where the bridge, there's no stairs that go to it, you just go straight ahead. Where the bridge was on the upper level, there's just a sand pit and a big metal wall. Basically what this means is on the upper course you will be building a bridge, and in the lower course you will be digging a tunnel. And because this is a competition and you want to test more than just strength, they've added an element. There's a room one to the left and one to the right of the course, one for each of the teams, where only one of the teams is welcome, so you can't go into the other person's room. And in that room there's a camera set up so you can monitor the other team's progress. And there's a computer terminal where you can answer questions. And these questions, these are puzzles that you will solve. And if you get the correct answer, it will punish your opponent. So it will either impact the course itself or something about their ability to achieve their objective of delivering sand. And the little twist here is that you will choose your own punishment when the opponent gets a successful completion of a puzzle, and they will choose theirs. So you kind of know what the punishment for your opponent completing something will be.
Is it like a list of punishments we choose from?
I'll give you the list, yeah.
Okay.
One other twist is that you are given bags of increasing size. So you have 4 different bags, and you get to choose which of your opponents gets which bag. And as soon as you touch a bag, it is linked to that player, and you cannot trade it to another player. So there's a technology tied with the bag that, think of it like a handcuff, that will lock the bag to that player. And your opponents choose yours, and you choose your opponents. So there's, I'll say, size 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 being the largest, and you get to assign those bags to your opponents.
What are the bags for again?
Carrying sand.
Got it. Okay. We're building a bridge or digging a tunnel.
Right.
And we're trying to carry sand from one place to another.
Yeah. Specifically
and
the red sand, because if the lower course gets chosen, it also has sand, but it's not the same color, so it can't be used.
Right. Okay. So we're trying to carry red sand from one place to another. So carrying sand is a part of it, and then overcoming a barrier, either being bridge or tunnel, overcoming is the other part of it.
Right.
And so so the strategy with the bags would be you'd want to give the weakest person probably the biggest bag, because then that person's not going to be well equipped to carry a large amount of sand.
Right.
Okay.
And you will choose for your opponents, and they will choose for you.
Gotcha. Well, that's going to be rude, where they say which one of us is the weakest.
Okay.
Do we have a good sense of them about like which one of them is the weakest compared to, is it going to be as good as their sense of us, or?
I mean, I tried to describe them to you. Do you want me to describe any of them again?
Unless we're choosing the bags right now, no.
Yeah, let's go ahead and choose the bags. So you guys can work as a team, choose the bags, and I'll tell you how. Actually, I'll do yours first if you want. So they give the largest bag to. Well, I'll start with the smallest, because that's the smallest bag is given to Callum. The second smallest bag is Jade. The third smallest bag is Edward. Largest bag is Zach. So that's the order of the bags. And
do these happen to correspond to what we understand our strengths and our carrying capacities to be?
Yeah, so they kind of assigned it based on not only who could move the most, but who could move the fastest.
Got it. Okay.
The tunnel, is there an end point to the tunnel? We build
So-
a bridge to get across, but the tunnel.
So basically, there's a wall sitting like right in the middle of where the bridge is, and you just have to build a tunnel under the wall.
And are we able now? Do we have to do the tunnel wall thing, or are we allowed to use our movement powers to bypass this?
It is. There is no alternative. Like every side is sealed. There's no way around. You have to go under.
Oh,
Like above it is the other course, which is blocked off by like a semi-translucent barrier. So like they're literally stacked on top of each other. So if they were to fall off the bridge, for example, and land, you could see them from the tunnel. Or if you fell off the bridge, they could see you from the tunnel. So it's you can't see through it. Like if someone were sitting on it, you could maybe like make out the shape of a human or something, but you can't see through it. But it's sealed on the top of the wall and it's sealed on both sides. The only place it is not sealed with metal or glass, I should say, is beneath the wall. So you either have to go under or over. Here, let me roll for you got the tunnel. You will be going under and they will be going over. So you can decide who gets what bag on their team. That's the next step. Hey, future Luke here. Alex actually mapped out this scene on his online paint site again. So I will post the end result of the drawing on our social media sites so you can check it out. It's pretty cool. You should see this one. Fracture, hardware, zigzag, and oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. Money bags? Fracture.
Yeah, so then I could keep track of who the hell had as much money as you were saying, because that just wasn't working in my head.
Oh,
what
the size of the bag.
And where does Zach and Edward?
You will be choosing the bag size for their team.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so Edward had the largest. Zach had second largest.
For your team, Zach has the largest bag. Edward
So
has the second largest bag.
And then Jade, and then me.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what their team chose for your bag size. Fracture, hardware, zigzag, Tin Peaks. God, Tin Peaks is a silly name.
a very silly name.
I literally wrote Metal Bulk because I had no idea what to name this guy.
Hardware is the augmented human. I would say he's probably... Callum's thought would be Hardware with the smallest bag. Tin Peaks with medium. Fracture with the large. Did we have a fourth?
Zigzag. The
Zigzag.
acrobat throw person.
Oh well, that probably is the weakest member of the group, right? They should have the biggest bag. Well,
They are definitely the smallest of the group.
Yes,
Okay.
that's who I was thinking would have the big one. So it'd be Hardware, Tin Peaks, Fracture, Zigzag.
Anyone have any changes to that?
Yeah, I guess. No, What's your thought behind the what's his name? Hardware guy
Because he
having the
integrates
smallest
things.
bag?
He integrates things into his body like tech and stuff, and he flies. So he is a android. He could be very strong.
True.
He speaks with auto-tune, so,
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this sounds good to me.
let me write that down. So you chose that. Okay, that's what I mean. Which picture is what? He has like, was that Superman?
No, I don't
Just
know. It was
generic
just
superhero.
Just generic superhero.
Okay,
These are all done via Hotpot, the AI generator. Ooh.
I like the just metal cones. Yeah.
Here's a...
So you guys have a few minutes to talk strategy before the match begins. You see the four of them grab their bags and they talk about like who's going to do what role for this course to try to get as much sand as they can. And you have a 15-minute time limit on getting as much sand as you can.
Well, I mean, I can try to float a person or people with books and stuff like that to increase my, the carrying capacity there. They might not have. I think I can carry a fair amount. I don't know. I don't remember how to measure my overall carrying capacity with book power.
Oh, yes. I can help you with that. Your carrying capacity is linked to your flight ability,
Okay.
which is rank 3, which is 400 pounds.
Hey, that's not bad. So
Yeah,
400 pounds of person and sand suspended on a book.
What if we did something like a chain all the way through the tunnel and out the other side, and we kind of passed the sand through?
The sand bag is like handcuffed to your arm.
Oh, so we all have to go in and out.
Yeah, you cannot trade bags.
Oh, that's right. You said that.
I'm wondering, maybe Callum can like. I don't know if Callum can carry me, but like I could have a bag
Mhm.
worth, and Callum could zip me along, and I could use booster engine on Callum to make him better at what he does potentially.
Booster engine is for an attack.
Okay. Wow.
I can teleport, you know.
Yeah, you can teleport, so you're
I
good.
can at least teleport one other person, though, so I could teleport you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll describe the course a little bit more too. It might help you decide. So the course, it's about 20 feet from the sand area to the wall. About 5 feet from the wall is when the dirt and sand in front of the wall starts. Presumably, it looks similar on the other side, but you can't see it. So
Do we know if we're doing tunnel or bridge yet?
yes, you're doing tunnel.
We're doing tunnel. Okay. Do we have any ideas on how to build a tunnel very quickly?
I will say this now that you've got the tunnel. There is digging equipment available, so there are shovels near the
Right.
Oh
wall.
wait, before we jump too far, there's that whole thing where we can like answer questions to mess up the other team, right?
Correct. There is a room off to the side where it will present you a puzzle, and you have a time limit to enter the correct answer, and you will get one attempt to answer it, and if you get it right, it will punish your opponent.
Maybe since I'm a little bit more useless at this event with 0 strength and what have you, I could do that.
I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that because we'll do this. How about this? You get a chance to answer it yourself as a player, but if you don't know the answer or you want a hint, you can roll your intellect.
Yeah, I have high int, so I was gonna guess. I was gonna ask if that's.
Your character can get some insight into like a hint into the question or something.
Mhm.
Because your character is way smarter than you because you're like 8 intellect.
Yeah, I have 10 intellect actually.
10 intellect. Yeah, so you're like twice as smart as the smartest person on Earth. So yeah.
Only half as smart as Zach is to his character.
Almost as
player.
smart as Elon
Yeah.
Musk.
Yeah, almost. We don't want to don't get too far ahead here. Our Lord and excrement savior. Any questions before we get started? Oh, no, we were deciding tasks.
Yeah, sorry, I interrupted to ask about that.
No, I mean, yeah, that's a good question.
You were describing something about the 20 feet.
Oh, yeah. Since you have the tunnel, you can't see the other side of it. So it's 20 feet from the sandbox to the wall. That's all you can see. There's about 5 feet of dirt and sand in front of the wall, and on the side next to the dirt is some digging equipment. You have to get under the wall to be able to see the receptacle for the sand, the red sand, the spice. It must flow. I've been editing a year, so I keep on hearing the Dune stuff.
Editing. Wait, who's?
Yours. Edward.
Why is mine associated with Dune?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's been months. Yeah. So you talk about the first book that you ever got to levitate was Dune. So
Oh, gotcha.
yeah. Like I've been hearing this for the last like weeks, like over and over, trying to edit this down. So it's been going. It's like very clear in my head. But for you, it's been like 6 months. So yeah.
Yep, it's been a bit. I still like that book. I like that movie. I'm excited for part 2 coming out.
Spice must flow.
Yeah.
Any more strategy going into this?
I liked the idea where Callum assisted Zach with the heaviest bags, but I guess I wasn't clear. I'm not understanding how, like, what's the counters that we can do to the other team? Like, how do we protect their entry, sort of thing?
So the room on the side has a list of punishments that you get to choose. So you will be choosing your punishment, if they get their puzzle correct. And they will be like, so you won't know in advance how your completion of the puzzle affects them, but you will get to decide how their completion affects you. But the clues, I'll give them to you now. Actually, there are 4 symbols that you see on like a panel next to the computer where you would type in your answers for the puzzles, and on the panel it shows 4 different symbols. The first one has a water drop. The second one has what looks like a tank tread. The third one has a lightning bolt, and the fourth one has an ear with like a cancel sign over it. I can do those again, so you can Photoshop it. What is this? This is the fancy online Photoshop, isn't it? What's it called?
It's just paint.net.
Paint.net. Okay, yeah. So you got water drop, tank tread, lightning bolt, ear with cancel. And so those are your 4 punishments that you will get if they get their puzzle correct.
If they get their puzzle correct,
this is the punishment that will happen to you.
I would either say the water or the tank tread. Lightning doesn't sound pleasant, nor does the not being able to hear.
But water could be flooding, and that would be hard to work through.
Which means we just take the high road and go for the bridge.
Oh no, you are fixed on your course, so you only have tunnel.
Oh, gotcha.
You could go up onto the bridge and like push them off of it or something, but you can't get to your receptacle from the bridge, so you cannot score any points from the bridge.
But I could also go up there and steal their vision and mess them up.
You can do that, yes.
Okay, cool.
Interfering with the other team, so long as you don't knock them out, is allowed.
Oh gosh, I wonder what they might try to do to us.
A real good question.
Okay, so back to part of our plan. I think I should try to solve the puzzle first.
Oh, there are more than one puzzle. Like, it will continually give you puzzles. Not like endlessly, but there are several puzzles that it will give you. And the more you solve, the more they get punished.
I wonder if there's any way we can remove my bag from my arm so that Edward can just float it with a book.
The mechanism it's handcuffed to your arm, and the same mechanism that ties it to your arm can also seal the bag. So what they told you is, if you remove it, you can remove it, but it will seal the bag closed if you do.
What if I just remove my arm? I mean, I will regenerate it.
Bold move.
How long would it take? Yeah, to regenerate.
Like, what am I?
4 days.
4 days.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this only lasts 15 minutes. This match. So.
I don't think you should do that.
I would be willing to accept the condition of removing your arm if you wanted to try that.
I feel like it's a solid strat, guys, and I can just go answer puzzles like with one arm, you know.
I may impose a penalty because you're not immune to pain.
Oh, we've got health things. You know, we've got health potions and remedies and stuff.
So how long does it take you to regrow an arm?
Oh, I guess technically no, I have to die, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to kill yourself.
Oh, so there's the solution. We want to separate the bag from him. He just kills himself.
Solution. Kill yourself. Jesus.
The ultimate solution.
Okay.
If you're having thoughts of harming yourself, please seek help.
People love you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we love you. Thank you for listening.
Honestly, if you're listening to this, yeah.
I don't know how you made it this far. Yeah.
This has been sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Go buy a Coke. And
with a friend.
Yeah, with a friend. Named Callum.
Maybe let them drive.
You can, really give them a hand at moving sand. I have no idea what the plan is.
That's for us.
We haven't even started digging a hole yet.
Yeah, the time. This is the planning before the time starts, because you only have 15 minutes once.
Okay. So we need to plan to dig through sand, or
yeah, it's like dirt and sand mixed.
So before you go, Okay, so I think it's best if I go try to do the question thing first. So count me out of the initial plan until I can solve a puzzle. But one more question: from where I'm answering the questions, can I see them on the bridge?
There are cameras in that room, so you have clear visibility on their entire team.
Okay, cool. Okay, proceed with the planning.
Okay, so Zach's gonna be in the puzzle room.
Answering puzzles and stealing their vision.
Well,
I mean,
we gotta start working on digging a hole first to even take our sand to the other side. So I'd imagine that's the start of our plan.
mm-hmm.
Well, you can't
So-
take the sand over there until you dig the hole.
Yeah. So
Are you just gonna all three go dig a hole?
I
Or is
mean,
anybody
Well,
gonna
my thought is like, could Callum, if we're stretching the limits of powers here,
I don't know how this is gonna go.
because I mean, I have gravity shot,
Yeah.
but if I like, submerge a hand into the sand, that all the sand that's touching me, could I then shoot into a direction? So like, fire hose sand, a sand hose.
I
to,
would allow
dig.
it. Yeah. Powers are allowed. So if you wanted to continually gravity shot sand, yeah, it would be allowed.
I mean, that would be the thought. Is Callum would just gravity shot sand.
Like back towards the sand pit at the start. Yeah, you could do that.
That makes sense
Or
to
onto the
me.
bridge and just bury them.
The bridge is the bridge is not visible from the wall.
Dang it.
So and the bridge is also incomplete. They have to build a bridge.
Now, what do they get to build the bridge out of? Like, not sand, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they have wood planks
Okay.
that they have to build the bridge out of. In an endless supply of them.
So I guess like the only
Guess
thing
we
is
could set
like,
their wood on fire.
I mean, they get more.
Oh,
They have
I
like
guess we can set them on fire.
that's true.
Jade.
yeah, I'm down.
You're in, Jade. Here's your moment. You
I'm
got
gonna
this new
just-
power.
Do a couple snapperoos.
They're dead. We win.
Hard to build with kindling, eh, guys?
I guess maybe I should have made like wood my superpower because I could just like steal all their wood and then we win.
Shake
But,
the bridge constantly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Callum is digging the hole. I am setting people on fire.
Non-lethally. Maybe just really inconveniencing them by like maybe setting the tools that they're like holding on fire or something, but not them.
True. Yeah, you're right. Because I can focus it in specific spots. So
What's Ed gonna do this duration?
Help dig.
Help dig.
I think that's.
Do
I
we
don't know
have
what
do we have
plan.
equipment that he can like read the manual on and become super proficient at?
How to use a shovel?
Oh, I was thinking like a backhoe or something.
Oh no that's
Heavy
not.
equipment.
No, it's not. Yeah. So we solid with the plan.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, guess Edward can like fill a bag and carry, what was it, 400 pounds with your books?
But yeah.
Yeah. So you're like the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
You're able to like literally
Except the
move.
barrel, the vessel part needs to be attached to a person. But I mean, like, how many? Can I estimate the weight of sand? They gave me like the third largest bag. How much? What's the weight of that this can hold?
Of the third. Okay, I didn't actually put weights to them. It is less than your maximum carrying capacity.
All right.
Maybe make a
Maybe
A box?
100 pounds.
out of cardboard that you can use to lift the bag. Like use the bag as a liner for books. Like, there you go.
Well, the volume is going to be the bottleneck here, I think.
I think sand is pretty heavy, but per volume.
Yeah.
I don't know, 100
Sand's pretty.
100 pounds of sand in a bag. How do you think? How big is that bag?
Like a
Pretty-
bag of concrete is 80 pounds. Sand's pretty big like that. Pretty heavy.
Are we set? Are we ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with. I'm gonna try to make this. I wanted to make it as close to real time as I can, but there's no way that I'm gonna get through this that fast. So I'll try my best. Okay, we'll start with Zach in the puzzle room. I'll say you can work with your teammates too to answer the puzzle. However, the puzzle is timed. The way it works is you'll get a chance to answer the question. You only get one answer, though. So once you've submitted it, either you get it right or you get it wrong. And then you have to wait the remainder of the time until the question cycles. So if it's 2 minutes per question, once you've answered the remaining 2 minutes, you just wait.
Do the effects happen immediately if I get it right?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm not locked in a room, right? I can do other things.
Right. After, and you also have the cameras in that room that show you the opponent.
Cool.
It shows you their entire course. So you can see them up on the bridge, up on the receptacle, wherever they are. And you have comms. Comms are allowed, so you can talk to each other without having to walk out of the room. Whatever.
Cool.
The first puzzle pops up. It says, a sword and a shield cost $110. A sword cost $100 more than the shield. How much does the shield cost? And it pops up with a number input.
Wait, a sword and a shield cost 110, and the sword costs 100 more than the shield?
Correct.
So then the shield is 10?
No.
The shield is 5, and then the sword's 105, and then together they're 110. Otherwise, it'd be 120.
Yep. That sounds right.
Okay, cool. Let's go with that.
So you input.
So the shield is 5.
105. Yeah, 5.
Wait, which
Sorry.
one are they asking about? Yeah.
The question asked about the shield.
The shield is 5.
So you
Final
input
answer.
5?
Say it, Zach. Say final
Yeah,
answer.
Zach is a inputter here.
Yeah, final answer 5.
Okay. So it shows a green check mark. You got it right. The punishment that they chose, as the question popped up, it also popped up with the punishment that they chose, what looked like stairs. So as this check mark appears on their side, the stairs up to the bridge begin to move like an escalator downward. So now they have to work against an escalator to get up to the bridge.
Well, that's
Okay.
pretty good.
All right. Continuing, Edward and Callum, you guys are going to go dig. Let's do some digging rolls.
I don't know what my digging check is.
So Callum's going to use his power to dig, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can use mine to dig
Yeah.
or not.
I would say that you're...
use the books just like.
Yeah, use the books as shovels.
Yeah.
Like, if they can fly.
actual shovels too
Yeah, but he can exert a lot more force with a book.
on the dirt. Okay, so you guys will both make rolls. We'll do Edward unarmed attack, and we'll do Callum your power. Roll your rank plus power and your roll plus fighting, respectively. I don't know.
My rank in the power
Yeah, your rank in gravity shot
is 6.
plus your roll.
5. 11.
You do shoot a little bit of sand, but it's not very focused. It kind of goes everywhere. So some of it lands back in the dirt pile. You get a little bit though. What about Edward?
I am not particularly strong, so just manually digging seems like a bad idea. Is there a way I can use my bibliotelekinesis to like dig sand out quickly? I don't know.
But would not think quick. I mean, you could do it. It's just books aren't.
Faster than with a shovel is basically the.
I don't think so. I don't think books. I mean, you could control them, but they're not shaped in a way that would make it useful.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Other creative ideas. Nope, I don't think I can create books in a way that is helpful. I don't think I can. Does sand disintegrate if I shoot it with the blaster?
No.
Can't mind blast it. Yeah, I might be just stuck freaking digging. This is gonna be kind of lame. I can't think of what does my teamwork advantage do? Could I help other people succeed better? People who need to be teamwork. What does that do?
If you do something together with somebody, you can.
Yeah, aren't we doing this together?
I mean, you're not doing the same thing. You had different roles in it.
Fair. Okay.
What if you helped me like create a chute for the sand?
That would
that
be
way-
a teamwork.
That way you can direct the sand and I'm the one moving it.
So
That
if you
works.
wanted to put like a funnel of books so he could help direct his.
A conveyor belt of books, if you will.
That's actually not a bad analogy. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, like just a bunch of books just spinning like a
Open in a
conveyor.
V shape, and it just keeps on spinning
Like a-
around.
Like a mining machine would. I said
Yeah.
the books would be perfect for it. See, there you go. That's how you would dig with them.
Well,
It would
you're
just be
gonna
like
put
a-
the sand in the book,
Yeah,
and then my book just hauls it. I'm a better hauler than I am a digger.
yeah.
You learned this round because you failed your check already. Jade, what are you gonna do?
I was gonna try to catch their tools on fire, like ruin their tools.
Their I mean, tools is they have planks for building a bridge. That's their entire tool set.
And they can keep
Okay.
getting unlimited
Well-
planks, apparently.
Right. They have no limit to the planks.
But what if she sets fire to the already in progress bridge?
So the bridge itself, it can't burn down, so you can't remove their ability to use a bridge at all. The planks can catch fire, but they're not easily doused with anything. So they will burn, but they will go out on their own eventually, unless you maintain a heat source. So if you wanted to continually set if you wanted to continually set the middle of the bridge on fire, then you could make that. Maybe they'd have to jump over the flames or something. But right now what they're doing is they're gathering planks up towards the bridge to build it. So the bridge is currently unusable. So they're collecting planks and putting them at the top. They're working against the escalator to try to get to the top of the bridge. At least 3 of them are anyway.
Okay.
The fourth one is in their puzzle room.
Well, I feel like I was gonna use fire to stop them, so maybe I'll try to.
Set the pile that they've started on fire.
Yeah, the planks that they brought up.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll at least slow them down.
Yeah,
which
then
is
they'll have
the
to make
ultimate
another
goal.
trip.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your burn attack. So these planks are somewhat resistant to fire, but they're not fireproof. So you can light them on fire, but it's just a little bit harder than normal wood.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pressure treated. Takes a minute.
Oh man, I got a 6, and I don't know how much my fire ability is.
I think I added all of your new stuff to your character sheet. Am I wrong? No, I didn't. I added. So all 4 of you, your new power should be on your character sheet. I added them to the calc section, so you should see what your to hit are. The only exception here is to Zach's EM power because it's perception based, so it always hits.
Where's the to hit?
Also, I think Edwards was also perception based, so that one also always hits.
On your custom page, I think is the name
the
of
character sheet.
Yeah.
Yours is called character sheet. So you have fire snap. So to hit is +3 and power is 6, but you have fades. Remember, so every time you use it, it becomes less powerful the next time.
Yeah. Oh, okay, down here. Okay, so it's a power 6, so I add 6 to.
We're doing it differently than we would normally in combat, so I want to differentiate that right up. So normally in combat, you'd add 3 because that's your to hit, but because you're attacking wood and not a person, we're just gonna say guaranteed hit. So we're gonna do this a little bit differently because guaranteed hit is less fun. So we're gonna roll and add your power.
Okay. So total, I got 6 because I rolled a 6 and my power is 6. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like 6. It is 6. How did you roll the 0? Okay, so 12 is not enough. It does not catch on fire.
Sorry
You
guys.
just you targeted too wet of wood. It wasn't
Yeah.
perfectly dry.
Gabe wetted it up.
Gabe froze them, cooled them down a bit.
Wait, you could use your luck, but
Yeah, you can if you'd like to.
Save it until they're actually standing on the bridge before you do it.
Okay.
Before I burn it.
No, before you use your luck.
Yeah, gotcha.
You hear the same ding from their puzzle room as you heard from yours. Gabe was a little bit slower, but he is the one that's in that room, and he answered the question correctly. What did you choose? I can't remember. You chose the.
I said water or treads would be the 2, but I don't think
Yeah.
anyone else said anything.
Which one do you think?
Agua.
I'm a little worried about Agua because I feel like that is flooding. and we will have no. What do you think the lightning would do? Just it might zap a hole in the ground.
Zap! Oh, it helped. Thanks.
Electrify
treads-
something. It would shut off the power to the quiz room, maybe. I don't know.
Treads might make the floor move.
But that was
Kinda
my I was thinking maybe the that, but like it's one of those. We can pick whatever.
What do you
Anyone?
guys think, Edward and Zach? Do you have any
Is it the
votes?
water versus lightning is the question?
Oh, of these four, which ones? Jade, what's your vote for?
This is your
I-
punishment.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna say lightning.
Yeah, let's go with lightning. I don't know what it does.
If we have to do another one, I'm gonna say tread, but just because I think we can deal with tread.
okay,
Because
lightning. Then.
teleportation and gravity.
Okay, so lightning.
There was 2 votes for lightning.
Okay. From the ceiling above the pit drop several cables, and the cables begin to spark and swing around the area. So there are now swinging, sparking cables around the place where you guys are digging.
Hazards, if one would.
Are we allowed to deal with these hazards?
If you'd like. I mean, there's nowhere for them to go. You can't remove them. Like you could like hold them aside with like a book or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Close the
There-
book on them.
There's 6 of them.
Mm.
So 6 swinging cables. And we'll do this. Both Edward and Callum make a dodge.
Okay. Oof, not very good.
Yeah, same. 5 plus a dodge of 2. Because I'm assuming it's roll plus the flat.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, 8 plus 4 for 12.
Okay. What was Callum's?
5 plus 2, so 7.
Yes, you both get hit by one of these wires and it gives you a zap. It doesn't seem to like stun you the way you would normally get stunned, but it does seem to make you a little bit tired. So you guys are both fatigued.
Oh, is this not something I can regenerate from?
Correct. Oh, well,
Boo.
you can regenerate if you have no bruises.
Oh,
Fatigued, still you can regenerate from.
okay.
I think. Let me double check that actually.
Unpleasant.
Oh, actually no. Regeneration does not include weakened, afflictions, and fatigue. But energizing healing does. Do you have energizing on your healing, Zach?
I don't think I have energizing, but let me double check.
So that's the only way you recover from fatigue is energized healing.
No, I have range and stabilize.
Okay. Yeah, so fatigued does not get recovered with regeneration. And fatigue is hindered. Fatigue is hindered tied to it. So you are moving at half speed as well.
That's why we're digging holes. Don't even need to worry about moving.
Okay. Oh, and then I'll describe what their team has doing. So they grab, like the 3 of them, Hardware, Zigzag, and Tin Peaks, collectively grab a bunch of boards. They don't bother grabbing any sand yet. They grab a bunch of boards and they haul them up the escalators. Hardware and Zigzag make it, but Tin Peaks is too slow to make it up their escalator that you guys said place. So he's trying, but he's just not fast enough for it. So he makes it about halfway up. Hardware and Zigzag make it up with a few boards, and Zigzag begins building the bridge. Hardware drops his planks and it goes back down to the pit to try to grab more planks. So that's what they do in their turn. So now it's back to your turn again, and we'll start with Zach.
Is it already time for another question?
It's the interval between questions is about 2 minutes. So
So it's not then.
there's about 30 seconds left. Is there anything you want to do in the meantime?
Yeah, I don't want to leave the room because then I would waste time getting back. But I was thinking about whoever I can see through the camera.
You can see there everyone except for Gabe.
Fracture. Yeah, so I was thinking I would pick one of them and try to steal their vision.
Okay. Which one do you want to steal?
Refresh me where they are.
Tin Peaks is trying to climb the stairs to get to the bridge. Zigzag is building the bridge, and Hardware is going to get more planks to help build the bridge with Zigzag.
I'm gonna do it to zigzag to disable his ability to build properly.
Okay.
I think it's an affliction.
It is affliction.
Yeah.
Now, this is an actual attack, so we'll do this one like normal.
Range affliction 4.
Yeah. Affliction is the rank plus 10.
Mm-hmm. So 14. It's affliction 4, I'm assuming.
Sorry, that's the damage part. I meant, or that's the condition to hit. So, the to hit chance is just straight D20 to apply. Against what? His will?
So I do get to roll.
Yeah, to hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it. I think I'm gonna use luck and re-roll that.
Okay, so at least 11.
I got 13
Okay, 13 against his will.
on the die. Yeah.
Nope. Doesn't work.
Damn. Well, that was that.
Okay. Skipping ahead to the next question. The next, the 2-minute timer. We should ask this first. What do you choose as your next punishment?
I'm gonna say tread.
I'll vote Tread too.
I guess it's tread.
Okay, tread it is. The next question appears, and you can see that they chose as their next punishment. It looks like a acute angle. You know, everyone it's acute angle, right? Acute angle, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. It's not. I'm not saying it looks good. Acute, right?
Yeah. Hella cute.
Acute. Their punishment looks like an acute angle, and the question pops up, and it says, 5 machines take 5 minutes to make 5 widgets. How many minutes does it take 10 machines to make 10 widgets?
Oh, sorry. Say that again. 5 machines. Sorry, one more time.
Take 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 machines take 5 minutes to make 5 widgets. How many minutes does it take 10 machines to make 10 widgets?
5 minutes. Zach, that's the answer. It's 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Final answer.
5 machines take.
It doesn't matter. It's 1 machine per 1 widget. They all finish at the same time. It's 5 minutes. The numbers are the red herring.
And the final question was, how many does it take to make 10?
How many minutes does it take 10 machines to make 10 widgets? Is the question.
5 minutes.
Oh. Okay, we'll just go with that. 5 minutes.
Final answer?
Yeah.
The green check marks appears.
Sweet.
And you see and hear that the bridge and the receptacle part of the other side of the bridge begin to elevate. So the angle in which their course is now they're going uphill about 20 degrees. So there's an incline across their entire course. Okay. Edward and Callum, back to digging.
Back to digging and conveyor belt and that sort of thing.
Sorry, I was having a coughing fit. All this sand. I hate it. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
Okay, so you guys are maybe a foot into the digging process right now. Not very far. The plan is now to use the books as a
Shoot.
Yeah, like
Conveyor.
Okay. Edward, roll a teamwork check. So just add. We'll do 5 plus your bibliokinesis.
Okay. Well, so the dice is a 9.
Yeah.
And then bibliokinesis is 8 ranks? I don't know. How do I tell here? No.
I think that sounds right.
Move object 8.
Yeah.
And then plus 9, which
Oh.
is the dice, is 22.
Okay. Callum, you will get an additional 5 to your gravity shot check for moving this.
Okay, so the power is 6. The 5 from the teamwork is 11. Plus whatever I roll on the die.
Right.
And the die is 15. So 26?
Okay. This method is significantly more effective about moving dirt. So it shoots out the shoots out the and lands on his book conveyor belt, begins to move the sand a decent distance away. Where's the conveyor belt end?
How far away does it need to end so this keep happening?
So there was 20 feet in between where the sandbox was and the wall. And then the last 5 of which is the actual like dirt sand part. So there's only 5 feet between where you guys are, or where I guess where the wall is and where the dirt starts. So there's maybe 2 feet until you hit the solid ground is all you have to move it. But you can move it further if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move it further since it feels like that'll I don't want it to start piling up near us too quickly. We're not that far. Oh, it's not that big a convenience to move it. Like if 2 feet is all I sort of need to move it, then a little bit further is no big deal.
Okay. Yeah, and you rolled well enough to. We'll just say how far do you want to move it? Do you want to try to move it all the way back to the sandbox?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so maximum distance.
Yes.
This allows you to get a few feet in, and you're not actually very far from being able to. You're 60% of the way through this dig. Both of you make dodge checks again.
The ceiling snakes. Ooh, yeah, also bad. 10.
Roll of 3 plus dodge of 4 for a total of 7.
So
I rolled
the
8.
only one who can do anything about this is Zach.
Yeah. So I already used one of my own lucks, right? So then I have 2 more I can dole out.
Yeah.
What do you guys want, man? If you want my luck, I'll give it to you.
I'm trying to think. We're already fatigued, so we're just taking a movement penalty. What's the next mode of failure? It's pretty bad, right?
Exhausted is the next.
I would say help Edward before Callum. My
also,
dodge rolls are just trash.
You both have a hero point as well.
Ugh.
You can re-roll using that as well.
I'll give you my lucks for now, guys. Go ahead and, kiss your dice and roll it well.
Each we roll one time then?
I'm gonna kiss my dice.
Okay. And
Mwah.
Zach is out of doling out luck.
You shouldn't have done it. It was not lucky. I told you to save it. It was 2. I got a 2 that time.
Okay, that didn't help me out a whole lot either. I rolled a 6. I'm up to a 10.
So the minimum, luckily, of a luck reroll is 10. So it boosts it to 10 if you don't roll at least a 10.
Okay.
So
10
then that makes
10
my
plus
total 12.
Okay.
You get a few more practice rolls in to get this dice working right.
Edward, what's yours? Plus 10?
My
14.
my dodge is 4, so yeah, plus 10 is 4.
Okay. Edward just narrowly squeaks by. Callum gets hit again, though.
Ugh.
So Callum is exhausted. Now, what does exhausted do? Impaired. -2 circumstance penalty on checks. So
Jade, you should pull those out of the ceiling.
You want her-
teleport up
Yeah.
there and yank him.
Just pull them real hard.
you want her to touch the things that made you fatigued and exhausted?
Well, I mean, are they okay, so I guess my picture is very deceiving to me because my brain thinks that they're the ends of the cable are
No,
open.
the entire
but
cable,
it's just these giant copper cables hanging down. Got it.
Yeah.
Jade, don't touch those.
Yeah. And they're swinging about wildly.
Forget what I said.
Ooh, maybe you could melt them. How hot can you get your fire?
Okay.
Um,
And it's her turn next. So you are at the point after digging this hole, though, that you are no longer within risk of touching them. So you are below the cables now. So the next turn you will not be hit by them again.
We got our foxhole dug. Perfect.
Yes. But they are, if you pass by this again, you will run into them.
That's a future Callum problem.
Yeah. Jade, what's your plan now?
I guess I'll try to do my fire again at.
Zigzag's the one that's up on the bridge still. He's blind though.
No, he's not.
Oh.
He passed.
Oh, okay. So Zigzag
Yeah, Zigzag is unafflicted.
and
So I'll
building.
try to afflict him. And
Afflict him with fire.
I will afflict him with fire.
Little fire, Scarecrow.
Kind of
Alright.
an affliction.
Yeah, fire is the best affliction.
It's just scare him a little bit, get him off course.
You're
fall
gonna
off the
light
bridge.
his eyeballs on fire.
maybe singe his eyebrows. His hair's on fire, so he has to run around.
I'm going to permanently blind this man.
I mean, if I spontaneously combusted, I'd be kind of startled.
Roll your attack. Oh, and this is the second use, so it's 1 weaker now.
Yeah. Got 13 total.
He
Okay.
brushes it off. It
Maybe
lights
I
a
should
fire
come
and he just
down
pats it out.
Maybe I should come down and start helping you guys dig a hole.
You
Okay.
can. You have to pass.
Oh.
Actually, you're the only one who doesn't have to pass through the
Yeah, you could
swinging-
teleport down and out. So you could be, if we need to start carrying stuff out, you'd be the person to do it.
Gotcha.
So yes, get ready for that, because that's probably going to be the next thing.
Okay, and then Zach, there's about 20 or so seconds left before the next question.
Yep.
I'm sure you want to mess with their team again, or at least attempt.
Yeah, where and what are they doing?
Between this attempt and the last attempt, Tin Peaks
In Peaks?
finally made it up the stairs. Zigzag has been building the bridge. It's 2/3 of the way built. He's building it very quickly. A lot of throwing planks into place because his accuracy is flawless. Hardware has been flying planks back and forth. He made one pass and carried sand to the end point, but mostly just been dropping planks off. He has the smallest bag, so he didn't get very
Could
much. But
Jade have been teleporting over to their side to grab the red sand?
like, what? Take it from them?
Well, I mean, I guess maybe, I don't know, but like can she see over to their side? Because I assume that
Yes.
there's like a wall between us, right?
I mean, the floor of theirs is the ceiling of yours. Like, she can go up there. She can access their entire layout without
Hmm.
issue. So if she wanted to try to like block them from putting their sand in the receptacle, she could. She cannot get to her receptacle though. I guess your team's receptacle. Once you get through the tunnel, then you can.
Gotcha. Zach, who are you
Zach,
afflicting?
Oh, yeah, Zigzag again.
Roll your to hit, just flat d20.
Got a 19.
Oh. And it's against Will,
Mhm.
I think. You can see him stop what he's doing and immediately grab his eyes. He like wobbles a little bit on the bridge. The bridge starts to shake a little bit. The plank that he was holding, he drops and it falls. He is blind.
Sweet.
My eyes.
All right. Then back to puzzles. The next one that pops up says a bacteria colony doubles in size every day. The colony is full after 30 days. When was the colony half full?
A colony of bacteria doubles every day. It was full at 30 days. When was it half full? That would be day 29.
I was gonna say, yeah, wouldn't
Yeah, let's go with day 29 because it doubles, so it has to be right before.
Your check mark appears, and the punishment that they had chosen for this round. Where did I put the punishments? The punishment that they chose for this round is a light bulb. So what happens is the entire lighting system shuts off for the upper half. Your camera, Zach, flips to night vision, so you can still see, but none of them can. So their entire course is dark now.
Okay, cool.
You took his vision, and now his course is dark anyway.
Even better.
So there is still lighting on your guys' course though, so you guys can still see. Oh, I didn't roll for Zach or for Gabe's completion to see if you guys get another one. Let's see if Gabe's able to solve his puzzle.
I think our
He-
second choice was the tracks if we lose. Because the first one was
He-
lightning and tracks, right?
He did not solve the second question in time, so you do not get a second penalty.
Hell yeah. We're
Yeah,
gangster.
you idiot Gabe, get out of here, fractured mind.
you?
And it's Callum and Edward.
We dig.
Are you going to continue conveyor belt assistance?
Conveyor belt seems to be working, so
All right.
there we
Yeah, roll your teamwork.
I rolled a 12, and then we established that this is plus 13, so that's 25.
That's another +5. +5 to Callum's check.
It was a 9, but I'm almost wondering if I want to do
Your hero point.
my hero point on it. I mean,
What's the total?
it's 9 plus my power. My power is 6, so that would be 15 plus 5, so 20. I guess that's pretty decent for moving. I just feel like they're going really fast.
They have made one successful trip with sand so far. Their
Hmm.
bridge is nearly complete, but
I think that would be the thing, is like their bridge is pretty fast. Like, I don't know if I want to like that was
they're-
that was less than half for me.
their course is entirely dark now, though.
That's fair. I'll save it. So I'll keep it at the 15 plus 5, so 20 is the
Okay.
total.
You're able to connect the two halves, and you are through. So you can now see the other side of the receptacle where you could input your sand. You just have to go under the wall. So you can't see it from the sandbox. So Jade can't teleport all the way there, is what I'm trying to get at. But you can get halfway there and then take a few steps and halfway again. Photoshop Master. Paint Online. What's this called again?
Paint.net.
Paint.net. Use it, folks. It's nifty.
They're a sponsor.
Yeah.
It's free.
Okay.
For the radio folks, Mario Party Buried Treasure Box under Pit of
Is
Sand.
that what that is? Got it.
That's what that is. It's a deep cut.
Yeah, I would not have been able to place that. I was like, it looks somewhat familiar, but yeah, it's just maybe it's a mimic.
That video game haunts my memory. So
Jade's turn.
Buried the sand.
You have a path to the receptacle. You can place sand in now.
Okay. So I guess what I'll do is put as much sand in as I can. And can I see all the way there then? From the other side? Okay.
You have to get past the electrical cables anyways, so.
Well, she's the only one who doesn't need to go through them.
Okay, so I'll teleport past that at least.
Yeah,
and then
into
I'll
the pit. Yeah.
run over and dump my sand. Then I'll run back. I mean, I don't know how many times I can do that, but
do you have move by action? I don't remember.
I have like
that sounds familiar for her, not me. I'm the one who doesn't have that and needs
Yes,
it.
you do have move by action, but it doesn't really matter anyway because you are only taking move actions. So yeah, you can make it all the way there. Dumping your sand is a standard action, so you.
And then I make it back.
No, you can't make it back.
Oh, okay.
Not in the same turn anyway.
Okay.
So you successfully dump your bag of sand, and you had size 2 bag.
Yes. Of 4, it's 2. I'm size 1.
Oh, you know what I could have done is I could have teleported one person.
Oh, you could have teleported Ed down. He's got
With
a pretty
their
big one. Yeah,
bag
he would
of
have gotten
sand.
past. Oh no, I guess he's already in the pit, so maybe he doesn't need to deal with that.
Yeah. So you were saying that you could teleport somebody with you.
Yeah, like somebody with their bag of sand, and then we could have double the sand.
You could swap places with Edward, because he could come down and start answering, or I can swap places with Ed, and he can start doing sand. I mean, not Ed, Zach. Sorry, jeez, because Zach has the biggest bag for sand ferrying.
So what? Jade taking Zach with
No.
her.
Yeah. So Jade and Zach teleporting would be the most efficient.
Can she teleport that much weight?
Oh, that's right. It's
Her limit is no.
What?
She can. Yeah, she has a pretty good limit on her teleport.
So why don't we do that? Then I'll teleport Zach.
I think you'd have to grab him out of the thing, but then we wouldn't have anyone in the room answering questions. So like
Who
Ed
has
would
the
have
next
to.
biggest bag that's close by then?
Ed.
Okay. Edward, are you all right with me teleporting you to drop your sand off?
I grant consent.
Okay.
So
So
what I do?
so you're going to teleport down to the pit, and then grab Edward and teleport out, or like
Teleport
so-
the sand.
I'm trying to get an overview of your turn. So you grab sand, you take it to the receptacle.
Mhm. Oh, I was
And then-
trying to get Edward in one, so I was trying to get my bag of sand, Edward and his bag of sand.
But I think the problem is that Ed already went before you, so you'd almost have to delay a turn. Like you'd be able to like go to the sand, grab it, and then not leave, and then just hold until Ed comes over, fills his sand, and then you can take both of you. Does that make sense? Like you'd have to delay for Ed.
I see. Okay. I didn't know he already went through. I was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So where are you ending your turn at? I guess is where I'm confused.
The sand receptacle, where you were grabbing the sand from.
Okay, so her turn is grab sand, take it all the way to the end, and then get all the way back.
That would be, if possible, I think the most efficient.
I'll allow it. it's kind of tweaky because technically dumping your sand would maybe be an action, so it would have to be. This would technically be like 3 actions, but
However you count it for us, count it for our adversaries as well.
yeah. Wait, Edward is like in the tunnel underneath. Are you going to just meet up with Edward underneath the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. Since you're going to teleport him anyway, I feel like you're going to go to him.
Yeah, because he was down in the tunnel with me, so he has to get out of the tunnel anyways.
Yeah.
And that would save it from him having to deal with the electrical cables of bull.
Correct. You walk up to Edward, and you guys can teleport back to the sand pit on your next turn. And then we'll do Jade and Edward together next. Okay. Let's see if Gabe can get the puzzle. He does. So you hear gears start up, and the entryway that you guys walked in to get to the sand pit begins to move towards the digging path. So it's the sand that you took out is moving its way back towards the sand pit.
I knew the treadmill was gonna bring something like that, move things.
So in about 30 seconds, the sand will start to refill in the tunnel.
That's like 5 turns in game.
Well, we've gone through about 5 minutes already, maybe 8 minutes, somewhere in there.
Oh, these turns are going very fast. Got
Yes,
it.
this is a 15-minute game that you're playing, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, we're going long turns, kind of thing. Is Zach gonna continue to answer puzzles?
They only have one more thing, right? That they can get one more.
One more.
Yeah,
penalty.
they were inverted, escalated, and lights out. So, and the lights out was pretty bad. So I'm assuming the last one they have is probably really bad. Like ours.
They chose this. So
Yeah, I'm assuming that they would choose the one they think is the best for last, or the worst for last, you know?
Well, at any rate, if there's one left, then yes, I'll do one more.
okay.
Uno mas.
The next one that pops up, the symbol that it's paired with is a picture of a fan, so that their penalty is a fan. The puzzle is a number problem. So it shows the sequence 1, 1, 1. Are you going to write this?
Yeah, I'm writing it.
Then 2, 1. Then 1, 1, 1, 2. Then 3, 1, 1, 2. And it says, what is next in the sequence?
Are these as you read those off, are those groups or is this all in a continuous thing?
So it has,
I separated by commas. Is that okay?
yeah, commas is fine. It's 1, comma, 1, 1, comma, 2, 1, comma, 1, 1, 1, 2, comma, 3, 1, 1, 2.
Okay. So 1, comma, 1, 1, comma, 2, 1, comma.
1, 1, 1. No, he's it right now on the.
Oh, I see what it is. It's denoting exactly what the numerical is. So there is 1. There is 1, 1. Then there was 2 1s. Then there was 1, 1 and 1, 2. Then there was 3 1s with 1, 2. Then it's going to be 2 1s, 1, 2, 1, 3.
There was 1. There was 1, 1. There was 2 1s.
So it'll be
There was
2 1 1 2 1 3. Final answer.
There was. Hold on. So there's 1.
There's 1 1. Then that's written. Then that one is 2 1. Then it's 2 1.
We got 15 seconds.
2,
So
1.
we'll just roll with what you got. Yeah, we'll do the 2 1 1 2 1 3.
All right, you get your check mark.
Nice.
Okay.
Goddamn puzzle genius.
Their course, a large fan starts on the end of it, and it begins pushing them back towards the start of the course. So now it's even harder at an angle with a treadmill to push against this.
Fan.
The only one who seems unaffected by it is Hardware. He is making trips repeatedly with bags of sand, but he's going quite slow now that he can't see. So he's having to feel his way across the bridge in his small bag of sand. I guess we'll do Jaden. What are you doing, Callum? What's your plan?
My thought is, I almost want to do something with my power just to keep the hole open. So, doing the gravity vortex and making myself, almost a plug and keeping the sand away from the hole we've dug.
Okay. So, pushing it back, repeatedly?
Yeah, so like basically floating in the hole and then using my gravity vortex power just
Holding
to keep
the hole
everything.
open.
Yeah, holding it open. So that way Jade, Edward, and Zach can continue ferrying the sand through.
Okay. Roll your attack.
12 on the die, and then the power is 4. So 16.
Okay, yeah. A decent amount of sand that started to flow in is flowing back out. You're able to keep up with the pace of the treadmill.
Okay.
About as much coming in as going out. So you're keeping it open with that. Okay. Jade and Edward.
Boom.
Back to the sandbox.
We're gonna fill our bags of sand, and then I'm gonna teleport both of us to empty them.
Yeah, I'm obviously down with this.
Okay. You two grab sand, teleport back to the hole. That's pretty much your turn. I guess Edward can make a move on his own because he didn't actually move. It was all Jade's movement. So if Edward wants to make a run towards the receptacle, he's free to. Jade is out of her move, though.
Isn't she just going to teleport me there next turn, or?
She could. I mean, she's in the pit, and you still have your move free, so you could take your move and run to the receptacle.
Yeah, you could go and drop off, and then she could go drop off, and then take both of you back to then grab more sand at the next turn.
Okay, then, yeah, in that case, I'll go ahead and move.
You're basically you're staying with each other.
It doesn't seem like there's a downside.
Okay, that's cool. And then I think that's everybody. So I'll tell you guys what the other team's been doing. They stumbled through the process of finishing their bridge. The bridge is complete. The Tin Peaks, after delivering that series of planks, went down and has been loading up his medium-sized bag and been having a difficult time making it back with the fan and escalator working against him. The incline doesn't seem to bother him so much, but the dark fan treadmill definitely does its part. After a while, he finally made it up the escalator, and he's slowly making his way across the bridge. Zigzag, after he finished the bridge, ran back to the sandbox. The dark didn't seem to bother him so much. He made it back there without much complication. And he is about paired up with Tin Peaks. God, these names. And with his much larger bag. So he's much faster than Tin Peaks, but his bag is much heavier. So he's been slowed down by a lot by the size of his bag. So he's not able to carry as much. Hardware has just been making flights back and forth. He's the fastest one by far, but he's not very. His bag is small, so he's not been contributing much.
So we did good bag placement for them.
Yes. Gabe gets an attempt at this harder puzzle. Nope. Gabe can't figure it out. And then we start again.
If Callum solves Gabe's puzzle, can we block him from doing it? Like, is that a solution?
You are not allowed in their puzzle room. That's the only room you can't go in.
Loom.
Because their puzzle room is where they choose their penalties and stuff, so you can't mess with that. You see the next puzzle pop up, and you see the stair penalty pop up again. The stair penalty
escalator super fast.
is their penalty again. So here is the next puzzle. One rabbit saw 6 elephants while going towards the river. Every elephant saw 2 monkeys going towards the river. Every monkey holds 1 tortoise in their hands. How many animals were going towards the river?
The rabbit. This is as I was on my way to St. Ives, I saw a man who was on their way to St. Ives. The one dude, the guy, the rabbit was on the way to the river. The other, that's just what he saw on the way to the river.
Okay, cool. Let's go with that. The rabbit.
So the question is how many animals?
1.
Sorry, why don't you read it one more time? We'll just double check.
Yeah, okay.
One rabbit saw 6 elephants while going towards the river. Every elephant saw 2 monkeys going towards the river.
Oh.
Every monkey holds 1 tortoise in their hands. How many animals are going towards the river?
All right.
Okay, so
actually math and not just like a cool
yeah.
nursery rhyme.
So the rabbit saw 6 elephants and 6 times 2 monkeys. Oh no, there's only 2 monkeys.
But they each held a turtle.
Hold on, but so every elephant saw the 2 monkeys holding a turtle. So we have the rabbit plus the 2 monkeys plus the 2
And
turtles.
the four
right, so
turtles.
5? 2 monkeys each carrying a turtle, right? That's 4. 2 and 2. Plus the rabbit. It's 5?
5. I'll go with that. I wasn't paying attention. This is the one time Callum isn't helping.
Alright, you want to read it one last time and then we'll go for 5? Okay.
One rabbit saw 6 elephants while going towards the river. Every elephant saw 2 monkeys going towards the river. Every monkey holds 1 tortoise in their hands. How many animals are going towards the river?
5.
Yeah, so 5.
5, final answer?
Let's see. Okay.
Green check mark appears.
Hey.
And the speed of their stairs increases.
That escalator is ripping right now.
Yeah. I skipped over the rest. If Zach wanted to make an attempt on punishing their... I'm assuming you don't care about taking their sight anymore since they already can't see.
Can we make them more blind?
Yeah. Blinder.
I mean...
Take Hardware's sense of equilibrium, and then he wouldn't be able to fly.
He's flying, but he's like, he has one hand on the ground, so he's not flying at full speed.
Take his flight power. Can you do that?
The only thing I can do is I can boost people or I can jack their vision, so...
It says, after you've completed this puzzle question, it says, puzzle round complete. So there is not another puzzle.
Okay, I can start making my way to help you guys then.
Woohoo!
So that's what I'll do, is make my way to help with the sand.
Okay. So you have enough on your turn to get to the sand pit and make it... you can try to make it to the... Are you going to try to make it into the tunnels? You have to cross the...
Ooh,
hanging...
could you say that my power isn't also keeping those away? It's kind of like that force field effect.
No.
Okay.
The area that those things span is pretty wide, larger than your power range.
Fine.
So, do you want to try to... You can grab sand. Well, I'll say you have enough to make it to the tunnel from the puzzle booth. Do you want to try to get through the cords on your turn?
Do I seriously have that much time?
Yeah, you have 30 feet is... I said it was 20 feet, so I'll just say the puzzle room was less than 5 feet from the start, so it's a minor tweak, but it's close enough. You can make it to the tunnel from the puzzle room with sand if you want. The rounds are not 6 seconds here; they're longer than that.
I'm just wondering, why wouldn't I? If I can do all of that.
Yeah, so I mean, do you want to try to make it through the wires right now, or do you want to wait for Jade to come try to teleport you or something?
Oh, I think I'll try to make it through the wires. I just got some acrobatics, right? It's going against my acrobatics, or
I've been doing dodge.
Right. So my dodge is up. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I'll test my new. I've been hitting the gym.
Roll plus dodge.
All right, here we go. 12 plus dodge. I'll be at 17 total.
Okay, you slip through them without touching them.
See, guys, that gym training paid off.
All right, you got your hefty bag, and it is their team's turn. Let's see if they complete the last puzzle. Nat 1. I rolled for Gabe's puzzle. I rolled 3, and then I rolled like 16, and then 2, 1. He just is not very good at puzzles. Why is he on the puzzles? I was hoping to show you guys more of what your punishment or your penalties were, but I guess not. Okay, so both Zigzag and Tin Peaks are able to make it with their bags to the receptacle. The robot man, Hardware, is able to make 2 more trips with his bag. Gabe also ditches after it says complete and starts filling up his bag to try to make an attempt as well. He doesn't quite get up the stairs on the end of his turn, though. And you're nearing the end of the round. You get about one more turn to try to bury sand. Okay, so you guys get one more turn. Whoever wants to start can, because we switched around the turn order. I think Jade maybe is a good choice to start.
Does Callum need
teleport me
to
again.
continue holding open the sand? He will just do that.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess you don't even really need to. Once
Yeah, I rolled a 15. Or
Yeah.
4 is 19, sorry.
you clean it, hole maintains open. So Zach's in the tunnel. Edward just drops some off. Jade's in the tunnel as well.
Me and Zach could fill our bags, and I could teleport us.
No, you're in the tunnel, so you can teleport you and Zach to the receptacle.
Oh, we already have the stuff.
Yeah. Both of you
Okay.
already have full bags.
Okay. Well, let's do that then.
Okay. And Zach has a big bag, and Jade has a smaller bag.
Medium.
Yeah. And then Callum is not even going to bother trying to get sand because he is exhausted and holding up a hole. Callum, actually, do a fortitude save.
Do a barrel roll.
-2 because you're exhausted.
There was that point in time. I'm gonna ask this question because I don't remember. Do I have a hero point left?
I think so.
You do, yeah.
Because I
do
just
have
rolled
one.
a 2.
Yeah, you have 1 hero point.
So I'm gonna take that moment and I'm gonna unroll this 2. I'm gonna do a different roll with that hero point. So no
Okay.
more hero points for Callum.
That's right, because
Oh, 6.
You get min 10. Get 10 at least, right? So
yeah, 10.
Okay, so 10,
It's
and then
not
my
been a good night
fortitude
to
is
roll
8.
these.
So 18.
Stress is too much for you to handle. 18. You said 18?
Yeah. So my hero point makes it a minimum of 10, and my fortitude is 8.
Your fortitude is 8? Never mind, you're good.
God damn.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
your fortitude was that high.
Callum powers through.
I was like, I thought your fortitude was like 2. Okay, yeah, no, you're good. You power through it.
Yeah, my first roll was 2, and I didn't think a 10 was gonna make it.
That was a smart move. And then I think the only one left.
Edward.
Yeah, Edward is left. We'll say Jade has enough to get the 3 of you one more trip, if you want. So Jade can get you guys back to the sandbox.
I thought did I already move back there?
No, you just had dropped your stuff off. The turn order is a little bit funky. So Jade got to you, and then she teleports the 3 of you back. The
Can
3
I
of you-
teleport 2 people at once?
Yes, if the weight is like if they don't weigh too much, and they have empty sandbags now, so you can.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, and then you guys fill up your bags. All 3 of you make fortitude saves.
Me too.
Actually, no, you're good. You haven't been doing effort. You've been just chilling in a room. You're good. So Zach, you're good, but Jade and Edward, fortitude.
I got 19 total.
Okay, you're good.
She wasn't moving sand.
I got an 11 total.
As you're scooping in the sand, you just are like overcome by the exertion, and you just can't lift anymore. You try to move more, but you're just too out of it. So you're unable to fill your bag with sand.
You moved too much heavy, real, unscored sand. Not that red stuff.
And then we'll do one last turn for them and one last turn for you, and then we're done. Okay, so Hardware is able to make 2 more trips. Zigzag makes it barely. Tin Peaks and Gabe makes it one time as well. What was Gabe? Was his the 3rd biggest? I think he was.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Zigzag, biggest, then Fractured, Tin Peaks, and Hardware with the smallest.
And then I'm just going to fill out the rest of the turn because I know it's about to happen. Edward's bag doesn't get filled, so he doesn't get teleported. Jade and Zach both make one last push to fill up their sandbags and make it through the wires and through the tunnel. And they both drop off their bags. So Zach has another 4, and Jade has 2. Okay. So let me add this up. You guys tied.
Oh,
That doesn't even seem possible.
The what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Hardware made 6 trips. He didn't have a very big bag, but he
had the smallest available.
But on the good little asterisk side, in the event of a tie, the 2 factors that determine tiebreakers are puzzle completion and number of trips taken. So you guys won on both of those. So you guys win in the tiebreaker.
Let's
Go!
So very
Callum
close to
is like passing out in front of all of you right now. That's it. he's done.
and the treadmill turns off, and you can stop blocking the hole with your body. Okay, and then I'll tell you what's the next event is going to be in this series. It won't be as it'll be a little bit different, but I think it'll be interesting. And then we can be done for this session. You get your points for winning. The judge congratulates you, and they take you to a room and they explain what tomorrow's events are going to be. They say in the next round, you're going to be competing individually, and you'll work against other teams by yourself. But the catch is you'll get to choose which of you does which event.
It's like an Olympic event, and we all have to choose our
yes. And in
forte.
fact, the theme is
heroism.
Yeah, that
Heroism.
Sure. Yes. The names of the events are
The theme
after
is heroin.
heroin. Yes.
I was thinking that.
Thank you. The names of the events are after the Greek
God's pantheon.
gods
heroin.
mythology. Yeah, Greek heroin. It's the best. So the 4 events are Sisyphus, Atlas.
Sounds like an STD.
Yeah, right. I got infected with the Sisyphus.
No.
Not pushing rocks.
Atlas is number 2.
Shrug.
Icarus is number 3, and Ouroboros is number 4.
Hungry.
And what these events entail?
Ooh, can we guess?
Sure, if you'd like.
Sisyphus is doing a repeated task and trying to do it as many times.
Pretty close.
Icarus is trying to see who can get closest to something that causes pain. Ouroboros is eating competition. That's my guess. What was the last one? It was
Atlas?
after Sisyphus. Atlas is going to be like carrying stones, the most weight.
So, pretty close. Especially with Atlas. Atlas is literally you will be holding up a rock. A
Atlas
boulder.
stones. Yeah.
So your job is to be the last one to be holding up a large rock.
Callum volunteers for that one.
The Sisyphus, you will be taking the same rock, rolling it up a inclined treadmill. With treadmill is not quite the right word. Think of it more like a stair climber. So it has an incline and then a flat and then an incline and then a flat. But it just goes on forever. The true Sisyphus style.
Just how long can you keep that up?
Yes, you'll be competing against 3 other teams doing the same thing. So and you will there'll be one person on of the 4 of
Edward
you
could do
on
that one. He could push the rocks with his books.
I don't know if it works that well.
Next is Icarus. Icarus is a climbing challenge. So you'll be along a rope, and the rope will slowly descend, and you have to stay on the rope longer than your opponents.
I could do that one. Teleport all the way up.
And then the last one, Ouroboros, is a race. But the catch in the race is if you catch the person in front of you, they are out.
Zach could hotwire his car to make it go real fast.
I don't know. The race sounds also good for both Callum and Jay.
Oh, Callum could really do that one for sure. But then, I mean, does Zach have the ability to hold a rock in the air? Do you have like a Hulkbuster suit?
I got 0 strength.
That's what I was saying. Do you have an invention that'll help?
Yeah.
Give him a plant.
I'm sure Zach, after hearing this list, is like, crap.
I can't do any
Strength and speed. Great. I don't have either of those.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but
so we just take an L in one of those competitions.
Yeah, so you are scored. Your team is scored for each event. So you do the best as a team. So Zach has been very helpful in the puzzle room, but not as helpful in this next challenge.
Oh man, that's an interesting one. Who's going to be best suited where?
Yes, and so you guys can decide that now, or we can decide it next time. I don't really have anything else for you.
Can think
has
on
been
it
fun.
for next
Okay.
2 weeks and decide.
Hopefully, you guys look forward to the next challenge. Oh,
I like
and if you enjoy the challenges, I am completely unoriginal, and there's a show on Netflix that's totally worth it. Physical 100, where they do similar challenges. So
I've seen the commercials for it. That's fine.
it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
How close was my art rendition to the to like the? I had no idea what you were trying to design with your level, so I made it with like one pile of red sand that we were both kind of like going towards, and then going to our own respective drop-off points.
Well,
the other way.
The reason I made it red sand is because I didn't want you guys to try to pull a fast one and just grab the sand from the tunnel and dump it in the receptacle.
Oh, I would have too, 100%. I'd have been like, done, easy.
Oh, I had to be like, it was special sand. It doesn't like normal sand in the receptacle. I don't know. Right.
What was the auditory one for our
Oh, that one was my favorite one. I was hoping that you guys Gabe would have rolled better. So that one was going to be, so after the tunnel, the floor would have been coated with touch sensitive, or like I should say sound sensitive.
like Mission Impossible?
Kind of, yeah. You have to walk quietly across the floor, because if you make a noise,
It'll break.
It won't break. It will like hit you back. So it would have a physical like attack would try to push you back, attack you with a punching bag or something, and try to. So if you made noise past the tunnel, it would push you backwards. So it would have been several stealth checks to try to get past that. And the water drop was indeed rain
to flood out the tunnel.
Yes, to make traversing the tunnel slower. I guess I'll see you
guys.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah. Have a good night. Thanks, Luke.
Yeah. I spent the entire day today going through riddles. Like, I was like, good enough. And that does it for the first part of the intermission, aka the PHI Hero Tournament, Gold Digger. In the next episode, the second event pits them against even more powered agents. Who will win each of the individual challenges against the mighty agents of PHI, and what is the final round going to be? Find out next time on Golden Squad.